Hey, you guys, it's your favorite spirit buddy, Janelle Haven Caradine. Thank you for tuning in to another mini episode of Keeping Up with Caradine, and welcome to my short. Please subscribe to my channel. Earlier, I was talking about the Five of Wands, and that was the hashtag conflict, competition, petty struggle, and petty arguments. And you know what's first of all, I just want to give a remembrance to a resident that used to live here by the name of Tim. I'm not sure what his last name is, but when I moved here 2 years ago in September of 2024, Tim was in the little circle of friends group that, I guess Joanne and the other minions that sit out in the lobby are part of, except for Tim was actually considered like the grouch, like the kind of grouchy one of the group. And there were like a couple people that would frown up at him. And I know there was one lady in particular, um, that used to stay here by the name of Rose. Like, she just could not stand him whatsoever. But for me, like, when I first got here, like when I first started coming here to be a caregiver here before I even moved into these apartments, Tim was the only person, well, one of the only people, the main people who genuinely welcomed me to this space. And although he might have been considered to be grumpy, like, I truly appreciate him. I actually was supposed to be a caregiver for him because Joanne, while she was busy trying to basically take my caregiving job for me, which she's doing it now, the caregiving job that I was doing when I first started coming to these apartments, she suggested to me, oh, why don't you be, Tim needs a caregiver. Why don't you try to do him? So silly me, I go and try to set everything up with my former boss and all the communications, all the meetings and everything just for Tim to turn around. And I literally heard him on speakerphone from the laundry room saying, oh, no, I don't want Janelle. I want Suzanne. There's this African American lady that used to live here by the name of Suzanne. She literally couldn't stand the fact that I guess there was workings for me to be Tim's caregiver. So she kind of like decided to do this little sneaky thing where she went to Tim because she was kind of close with Tim. And, they were like little hangout buddies, and, they would say their little remarks on the side and roll their eyes at other people, and other people roll their eyes at them because Suzanne was, I guess, kind of considered to be like the weird one. But like, she ended up kind of going behind my back. There's that petty struggle and petty competition from the Five of Swords. She literally went to Tim to convince him why she should be his caregiver. So next thing I know, she was up doing things for him, running to the store, getting him gyros, getting him this, giving him that. She was not doing that before, though, not to that extent. But on that note, I just want to say, Tim, your life was appreciated, and you are somebody, because I know you were going to dialysis, and when I started here, your kidneys were functioning at 12%, and then they got down to functioning at 8%. I came back from the store one day to see the ambulance, and everybody was like, Tim just got rushed out of here on a stretcher to the hospital. And I knew then I wasn't going to see him again. And then here goes Joanne. Oh, well, he should have been having a caregiver. That's what he gets because, I told him blah, blah, blah. What do you mean that's what he gets? See how, and he was actually one of their own, like in their circle. And that's how, so I know for a fact, if something would have happened to me, or, knock on wood, if something were to happen to me, these people wouldn't care at all. But on that note, I just want to say, Tim, I love you so much. Regardless of how they treated you, they didn't give you a proper homegoing when you passed away. Even though you were a part of their circle out here, they didn't even want to really discuss your death with me. They didn't want to really answer any questions. And I just want to say that your life was appreciated.